Ciao Fabio, grazie per i 7. Fammi rivedere un secondo. Ah, ok, qui non li ho cambiate. Va bene, avevo messo quegli alert simpatici di Monkey Island, ma in questa scena qui evidentemente non l'ho cambiato. Fan, grazie per il pensiero, buon divertimento e ci si risente poi appena rientri. Sono carico come presente le molle? Perfetto. Uguale. Allora. Intanto avvio il gioco, vediamo se scappa fuori qualche aggiornamento improvviso, speriamo di no. Aggiornamento, non ci voglio credere. L'ho aperto anche oggi. Ah no, meno male, è corto. È corto. Non succede niente. Ok, ha già fatto. Perfetto. Allora. Fatemi fare una cosa velocissimamente mente. Si sente già, vero? Sì. Musichettina del menu. Ciao Ema, tranquillo, non ti preoccupare. Tutto benissimo, grazie. Allora. Sin. Ok. Vediamo se ci riesco. Vediamo se piglia. Oh, perfetto. Un secondino di delay, ma ci può stare. Benvenuti a tutti su Return to Monkey Island. Finalmente lo aspettavo da una vita. Ho dovuto tardare un po', ma ci sono. Questo è il menu, l'avevo già aperto perché dovevo sistemare qui la grafica, ok. Però non ho aperto le varie voci e voglio controllare. Potrebbe esserci qualcosa di carino prima di pigiare su nuova partita. Allora, vabbè, impostazioni, ok, controlli, sta roba qui. In realtà non so se ci sarà un tipo tutorial dove ci spiegherà cosa schiacciare, cosa premere. Però non dovrebbe essere troppo difficile, insomma. Mostra cronologia dialoghi. Si possono vedere gli ultimi dialoghi? Forse. Seleziona scelta dialogo. Ok, scorri cronologia dialoghi. Alt S salva partita. Sì, va bene. Poi vedremo se ci sarà bisogno di riconsultare i controlli. Ma credo si potrà fare direttamente anche all'interno del gioco. Video non ci interessa. Suoni nemmeno. Interfaccia. Mostra il nome di chi sta parlando. Oh, di default non l'hanno inserito. Vabbè. Lasciamo così allora. Sfondo testo dialoghi medio, ok. Cose che in questo momento direi di lasciare di default. Testi e lingua, va bene così. Album di ritagli.
Hey, wanna see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Credo che questo sia, un riassunto dell'1 e del 2. Non vorrei sbagliarmi. Però potrebbe. Beh, guardiamocelo velocemente, dai.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Ok. Non è tradotta questa parte. Però.
That's me, 𝗂𝗶𝗶.
Direi che fino a questo momento si può capire abbastanza.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time.
Il volume è basso, va bene?
The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy.
Ok, adesso non ci mettiamo a cliccare su ogni singolo dettaglio perché comunque ci siamo giocati l'1 e il 2 abbastanza di recente, quindi anzi se vi siete persi qualcosa trovate sia le live sul mio secondo canale sia sul primo. Ho ripubblicato... No, proprio pubblicato gli episodi dell'1. Il 2 però ancora non l'ho fatto. Ok.
Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
Ciao Luca! Oh, questa scena
My
incredibile.
first ship was the 𝗂𝗂𝗶𝗹𝗶. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
La voce è sempre la stessa? Di quello
Monkey
inglese,
Island was a
intendo.
steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. ＬeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear.
Abbiamo aperto la testa della scimmia con il cotton fioc gigante.
Wound
Incredibile.
up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. I made it to the church just in time to stop. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. I defeated LeChuck and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical.
Adoro sti disegni, comunque. A prescindere.
These are from the time I went to find the treasure of 𝗂𝗶𝗶.
Questo è il secondo.
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House
Allora,
of
ma ci
Mojo taught me
pensate
to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once.
che i creatori sono messi a fare questo sequel 30 anni dopo? Cioè, follia!
The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. He
Oh,
never gives up.
è canonico allora il terzo. Beh, si era intuito da quello che aveva detto Gilbert. Però hanno messo il riassunto anche del terzo capitolo. Quindi è canonico, scusate, non volevo fare così, volevo andare indietro di una pagina.
Ever since I was a kid. One time, Elaine got turned into a
Incredibile.
statue.
Allora voglio
Chuck
vedere
was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
come l'hanno imbastita. Perché? Allora, il Return to Monkey Island, da quanto avevano detto, sarebbe ripartito esattamente da dove terminava il 2, quindi dal parco giochi, no? Però se il 3 è canonico, com'è possibile tutto ciò? Ci deve essere qualcosa di strano, poi lo vedremo
It
magari.
was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker.
No, semplicemente avevano venduto... Gilbert era uscito dagli studios della Lucasfilm. Dopo hanno continuato, hanno fatto il 3, però non è stato creato direttamente da Gilbert. Ecco perché dico 30 anni dopo, perché il sequel comunque... Questo è riferito al sequel del 2, del secondo capitolo. Gli altri, il 3 è uscito nel 98-99, se non sbaglio 99 forse. Poi c'è stato il quarto nel 2000-2001, non mi ricordo perché il quarto non l'ho giocato.
This was a great day. Though in retrospect we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering.
E poi c'è stato Tales of Monkey Island, che era un po' diverso come gioco, carino, l'avevo provato ma non finito.
Oh man. This was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
Ecco, qui io non so nulla, perché questo è il quarto e non l'ho giocato.
Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my 𝗂𝗶𝗶 adventure.
Procurarsi altra carta per il resto del... In che senso? Una burlata così. Non so se ci sarà veramente della carta da recuperare, sarebbe epico. Achievement. Ci sono pure gli achievement? Ok. Va bene, allora ce la siamo presa con calma. Adesso possiamo anche iniziare. Modalità casual, tutta la storia e tutto il divertimento ma con enigmi più semplici per il giocatore frettoloso. Modalità difficile, più enigmi, enigmi più difficili. La scimmia completa per l'avventuriero professionista che non vuole rinunciare a niente. Beh, c'è da chiedere. Ovviamente si va sul difficile. Prologo, l'inizio di una storia inaspettata. Ecco, voglio vedere da dove incomincia e come ricollega il tutto.
𝗂𝗁, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found
Ma non ci sono i sottotitoli? Ah, forse non li ho attivati?
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make
Per fortuna adesso si
lightning
capisce
come out of my
abbastanza bene,
eyes.
comunque.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Ed ha ripreso esattamente qui, da dove aveva interrotto il 2.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Scusate, guardiamo i sottotitoli immediatamente. Pensavo fossero di default. Solo voci. Testo più voci. Direi. Sottotitoli effetti. Opzione dove eravamo rimasti. Writer's Cut. Più chiacchiere, meno ritmo. Non ho idea di cosa sia. Ok, rimaniamo così. Proviamo a vedere se adesso... ci saranno i sottotitoli. Allora,
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
noi sappiamo che lui, teoricamente, in base a come è finito il 2, dovrebbe essere il fratello di 𝗂𝗶𝗶, 𝗂𝗁 per l'appunto. Però si è anche visto 𝗂𝗁 fare quella smorfia maligna, quindi non sappiamo esattamente cosa sta succedendo adesso,
Some places
per la
you
verità.
have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Ah, lui ci segue, ok.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had
𝗂𝗶𝗶.
one.
Qua.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Vediamo se riusciamo a
You
comprarli.
kids better have
C'è una
money.
chiave lì.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Sì. Chiave su una gamba di legno.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Ok. Allora, ecco, il menu. Forse è ora di andare. Io, teoricamente, avendo prenotato il gioco, dovrei avere l'armatura del cavallo, che hanno detto che è tipo una cosa assolutamente inutile. Però qui non c'è, non so se te la danno dopo o se devo scaricare qualcosa. Boh, vabbè, in ogni caso, poco male. Apri la lista degli obiettivi. Comprare gli 𝗟𝗶𝗹 e trovare una moneta. Penso che ci siano anche i comandi... No, ci sono sicuramente i comandi rapidi.
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
Andiamo.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for
Ah, non era di qua?
grown-ups.
Ok.
Beat it.
Non è di qua. Il bagno probabilmente è fuori? Fai uno scherzo?
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
No, allora il bagno deve essere qua.
What should we do next?
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe we can find enough to get scurvy dogs.
Oppure di qua. Forse qui dentro, non ho visto la porta magari. Ah, dall'altra parte... Ah, ok. Ok. Vediamo. Non ci ho guardato. Ah, questo, sì, 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 è vero.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Volevo vedere,
Brands,
cacchio.
they call a scurvy dog. a
Voglio solamente
shit.
vedere un secondo se c'è il comando rapido per almeno aprire l'inventario. Apri inventario I. Ok. M, poi, vabbè, almeno I mi può servire, cercherò di ricordarmelo. Quindi andiamo a usare questa.
Good, you unlocked it.
Là sotto delle monete.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do it.
Okay. Gross. I am not doing that again. Gross.
Mhm.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
I can stand on my head without using.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Vabbè, la posso prendere.
A
Sì.
fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Devo dire, un bagno pulito. Sì, tenuto bene. Allora.
It looks like a piece of 8 if you don't see very well.
Ah, ok. Allora, il tizio là ha degli occhiali, quindi probabilmente bisognerà togliere gli occhiali al tizio. L'unica cosa che mi viene in mente.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
I'm not sure how we can get scurvy dogs without any pieces of 8.
We might have all we need. I don't think that guy can see very well.
Ah, beh, dite che già ci... Allora, so anche, questa l'ho letta dalle recensioni, che dovrebbe esserci tipo un libro che ti dà dei suggerimenti, ma ovviamente noi lo utilizzeremo, però, ve l'ho detto così, a titolo informativo, anche se ancora non ho visto nulla. Forse nell'altra modalità? Non ho idea. Proviamo.
Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Che aspetto invitante.
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, ci deve essere comunque qualcosa che poi farà scattare tutta la storia, perché ancora secondo me non ci siamo, tipo il prologo questo.
I can feel it with my tongue.
Lega 𝗂𝗶𝗶.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed. Aww. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Qui da dove siamo usciti nel 2. Ok. Ok.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Sveglia, sveglia.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Ok, però mi sembra l'unica opzione andare di qua. Sì.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do. Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Mhm. Allora, bella la lista degli obiettivi, mi piace. Dare un'occhiata in giro ed esplorare, esamina l'ancora, battere 𝗂𝗶𝗶 in una corsa, dar da mangiare alla... Ok, a cacchio. Tante cose, ok, un po' alla volta. Dai un morso, ha senso farlo?
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. That's a cool anchor.
Ok, questo era un obiettivo.
How little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat.
Per saltare il
Shot
dialogo.
from
Oh,
cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes.
leggermente
but
logorroica,
collectors have grabbed most
nostra
of
amica.
them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting.
Ecco perché hanno messo saltare.
It goes down too evenly,
Cioè, tipo è una cosa
and
obbligatoria da
it
fare,
doesn't
va
touch well on the bottom.
a parlare
The little
all'infinito?
flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors
Voglio vedere se
these days are
arriva
made
alla
of
fine.
iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean,
Non finirà mai,
it's like
sapete,
being
vero?
poured at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Siete sfuggito qualcosa. Ah, si possono riguardare. Vabbè, adesso in questo caso qui, insomma, non credo ci serva a più di tanto. Va bene. Come si chiama? D.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Ma infatti dicevo, ma loro non erano i genitori teoricamente. Potete continuare a fingere di essere...
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Non erano i nostri veri genitori quelli, no.
Hey, hands off!
Ma come?
That's our bread. Stop it. That's our bread.
Ma va. Ma va. Allora. Ricontrolliamo gli obiettivi. Battere Chucky in una corsa, vado da mangiare all'anatra. E come faccio ad andare a mangiare all'anatra se non posso prendere il pane? Bella domanda. Adesso ci guardiamo un po' intorno, va. Ah!
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Sono interdetto.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ah, vanno avanti di lì.
Certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Non è che mentre facevano bla 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 potevamo rubare qualcosa, tipo. Ok, ci penseremo poi.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Oh,
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
facciamolo. Corsivo.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Cosa cacchio era? Non lo voglio sapere. Sì.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Oh.
Let's be frank. You
No,
could
non ci
never
credo. Ti fanno
hope
già
to beat
fare
me.
il combattimento di insulti?
You'll
O no?
never catch up
No.
to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Non indaghiamo, non indaghiamo. Cerca un quadrifoglio. Che senso?
Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Trovato.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
I never thought I'd ever find one.
Ok, abbiamo un quadrifoglio.
Some places you go have scurvy
Moneta,
dogs
qui c'è una
with
moneta vera.
cheese inside.
Pozzo dei
I should throw my
desideri.
coin in and make a wish.
Beh, sì. Facciamolo. Anche se potrebbe essere stupido. Vorrei che disparisse. Vabbè. Vorrei un altro schermo. Ok, vorrei che sapessimo parlare al contrario. Sì. Che cacchio di desideri sono? Una bella pianta. Forse è l'unica cosa che, non lo so, potrebbe servirci.
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
I take it back. That was the best.
Ah, era uno degli obiettivi. Esprimo un desiderio qualsiasi, quindi andava bene uno qualsiasi. No, vabbè, volevo vedere anche cosa succedeva con Chucky con i baffi. Vabbè. Trovare i nostri genitori. Cacchio, cioè quelli... Quindi mi vuoi dire che quei due lì che abbiamo visto nel 30 anni fa non erano i genitori? Follia. Dar da mangiare all'anatra e battere Chucky in una corsa, ok. Ma che corsa? Cioè dove, quando? E se parlo con lui?
I wonder where this path goes. Are we
No,
done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Oh, ok, no, allora no. No, no, no. C'era qualcos'altro di qua. A parte che dobbiamo andare a mangiare. Ma in che... Cioè, scusa, puoi andare avanti senza poter tornare indietro. Allora cosa serve completare gli obiettivi qui? Ah, eccolo qua. Gara di corsa.
Hey, Chucky. Want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Ah, dovevo muovermi io. Ma che cacchio ne so.
Yeah.
Darn.
Dovevo muovermi. Pensavo facesse in
Going for
automatico.
another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Scherzo. Ok. E dar da mangiare all'anatra, ma non so come fare.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Antipatici. Siamo due bambini.
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Ah, sempre...
Yes.
Ok, no. Pensavo
Never mind.
poter
I
parlare
have an
anche con
extra
lui.
tooth in the back. I can feel it.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
Secondo me quando
What do
sta
you think
facendo
you're
bla bla
doing?
bla possiamo
Kids
prendere il
these
pane.
days have no regard for personal property.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Oh. Eccoci.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a 𝗂𝗁𝗶𝗹𝗶.
Interessante. Poi cosa ci manca? Trovare i nostri veri genitori. Ma sto da capire se è dopo o se è prima. Teoricamente sarà dopo. Non credo qua ci sia qualcos'altro. Vediamo. Ormai siamo qui. No, no, non c'è niente. Torna ai negozi. Ok. Allora direi di andare avanti. Che strano però. Cosa succedeva se non completavamo questa roba qui? Potresti... E se tipo una cosa inutile? Perché mi aspetto di tutto qua, eh. Che...
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got
No.
scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did. Big whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
No. E inizia adesso. Quindi viviamo la storia che lui sta raccontando al figlio. Ma what? Vabbè. Secondo me sta cosa qui l'hanno cambiata, cioè per fare questo Monkey non era previsto, perché sarebbe troppo folle. Assurdo. Quindi quei due che avevano combattuto lì, che poi abbiamo visto dopo trasformarsi in bambini, non erano loro ma i figli. Non lo so. Vabbè. Ci sta, ok, primo colpo di scena. Andato. Questa musica copyrightata proprio garantito 100%. Madonna che trip. Quindi tutto quello che lui... ci sta che sia stato tutto un racconto, cioè tutto quello che ha vissuto l'ha raccontato poi al figlio. Non lo so, potrebbe essere. Potrebbe essere. Un posto familiare. Vabbè, Monkey Island per forza.
Feels good to be back on Monkey Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm 𝗂𝗶𝗸𝗏. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, 𝗂𝗏. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Quindi non stiamo vivendo tutto questo in tempo reale. È lui che racconta. Quindi la cosa del parco è successa dopo questa roba qui. Se è così. Più o meno. LeChuck ha rapito mia moglie. È un malvagio pirata zombie fantasma, il terrore dei mari. Siamo stati nemici per tutta la mia carriera. Quel tizio mi ruba tutte le idee migliori. Voglio organizzare il mio viaggio. Mio!
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Ok. Dobbiamo tornare dai pirati. Eccola! Bonus pre-order. L'armatura che non serve a niente. Cioè non si può neanche...
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
Secondo me si potrà utilizzare su qualcosa o con qualcuno. Ovviamente non per andare avanti nel gioco, però come tipo easter egg o una cosa simile.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Ok. No, vabbè. È così familiare. Seppur diversa, ovviamente.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication.
Questo lo sospettavo quando ho visto il trailer. Qui, ovviamente, nell'1 c'era il cartello del governatore Hélène. Rieleggete il governatore Hélène, ma adesso è Carla. Il maestro della spada. Ha fatto carriera. La nave di LeChuck. Allora, noi adesso dobbiamo andare allo Scum Bar. Si era già visto che qualcosa era cambiato. Se non sbaglio nel trailer si vedeva.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back. Allora. Cos'è? Cos'è sta cosa? Libro dei quiz. Ah, bello. Vabbè, questa era facile, ovviamente. Però se ci saranno quiz sul 4 e andare avanti, non lo so. Non saprò nulla. Vabbè, comunque. Poco importa per il momento. Sull'1 e il 2 siamo abbastanza freschi. L'1 me lo ricordo, il 2 l'ho giocato una volta, però dai, qualcosina. Fighissima. La colonna sonora che ho messo anche nella schermata iniziale. Roccheggiante.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm 𝗂𝗶𝗹𝗶. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Se ha dei figli, quindi... significa... Ah, ok. Essendosi sposato con Hélène, probabilmente hanno avuto dei figli. Il che tornerebbe. Hanno usato questo escamotage del racconto della storia, perché altrimenti non avrebbero potuto rendere canonico il 3, il 4, eccetera.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Ma perché c'è stato questo cambio di vertice?
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Ma il cambio musica è fantastico. C'era anche un retro, c'era la cucina. Voglio vedere se c'è qualcosa.
𝗂𝗁 Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Non sappiamo dove sia e cosa stia
easy
facendo
there,
Elaine in
Tiger.
questo momento.
I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
The atmosphere in the bar is
Voglio
different
chiedere
than
un
it
po' di
used to be.
cose, abbiate pazienza.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. That's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Ciao Luca, buonanotte.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
Non posso raccogliere
The
niente.
food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Insomma.
Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. Looks like a mugshot. Active little guys, aren't they? Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
È figo perché si adatta a ciò che tu stai puntando. Cioè non è esamina, prendi. Ma ogni volta che clicchi su qualcosa ti dice qualcosa di diverso, nello specifico su quell'oggetto. La carta quiz. Vabbè, quindi mi stai dicendo che ci sono tipo di collezionabili carte da prendere. Quanti pesci ci sono nel banco sotto la nave di LeChuck quando è ancorata? Non la so. Non ne ho la minima idea. Questa la lasciamo qui. Non so se succede qualcosa se sbaglio.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Non so a cosa si stia riferendo. Se è adesso o se era nel vecchio.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Sì, qui c'era il gabbiano. Allora, sbroglia la
It's
matassa.
hopeless. It's hopeless. got a few coins for incidentals.
Ok.
Pleasantly scorching hot.
Penso che qui non ci sia più niente da fare. Penso, ed è un penso abbastanza grosso, però vedremo. Stupido
Those
ritorno.
3 clowns at the back table.
Ok. Low Street. Oh,
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
speravo proprio comparissi in questa storia.
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Una nave sarebbe troppo bello e facile.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Bye.
Bye.
Ok.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Critica la statua. Così. Cattivo.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're having a half-off sale.
Voodoo Lady qua?
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Qualcosina è cambiato.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open
Ecco,
this book
questo è
for
il libro.
guidance on
Ce lo
what
dona
is
lei.
to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Ok. Eccolo qua. Sì, questa è una sorta di guida barra soluzione che in qualche modo, vabbè, se uno proprio è bloccato può utilizzarlo, però è meglio non farlo perché, come ha detto la Voodoo Lady, ci si rovina poi il gusto, no? Sono da quello che ho letto, dei suggerimenti sempre più precisi, cioè all'inizio sono vaghi, poi se chiedi ancora aiuto te li dà fino a dirti cosa devi fare in sostanza. Presto chiusi per fallimento.
Going out of business? This place is an institution. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
L'orologio non funzionava, vediamo.
Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Esatto. Oh.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Mappe e altro di Wally.
The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Oh, Wally ha aperto il suo negozio qui? Ok.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Bellissimo. Grazie per i vostri ricordi, ma i soldi sarebbero stati più utili.
Hi.
Everybody thinks
Giusto,
they
severo
know
ma
more than the other.
Ok.
Severo ma giusto. Allora, questa porta qui è sempre stata chiusa. Sempre. Infatti è la porta più inutile della storia. Voglio capire se ci sarà il modo di aprirla.
It seems to be stuck
No.
closed.
No, ma me la devi far aprire, dai.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Prigione.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Lui è Otis, quello che poi è venuto a far parte del nostro equipaggio, che abbiamo liberato proprio da questa cella, anzi, come è stato detto, da questa qua a sinistra. Ok, e poi c'è Stan. Questo scenario qui si era visto nel sito ufficiale, ma non si sapeva nulla del perché, per esempio, Stan fosse in cella. Lui anche, boh, in realtà non sappiamo niente ancora.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush!
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Grazie, Otis.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Ci ho provato.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Non ci ha detto il perché.
Stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Va bene, diamogliela per buona.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Esatto.
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing.
Oh, sono mai entrati nel suo ufficio.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. See you later.
Yep.
Rimane da vedere se dovremo o meno tirarlo fuori.
How's your day?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ah, wow. Ok. Fabbro.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello.
Huh.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Niente crackers.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Handsome-looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, you know, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Per il momento credo che qui non bisogna fare nulla. Ma è chiaro che dobbiamo andare al molo. Però volevo comunque fare un giro, perché non te lo fai un giro sulla nuova Monkey Island. Allora, adesso la governatrice quindi è scorciatoia verso l'interno dell'isola. Ah, figo. Carla. Quindi dovrebbe esserci lei qua dentro.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh,
Dubito.
gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Spero ci siano poi i veri duelli di insulti, perché questo è una cosina così. La mia concentrazione è disarmata. Sì, sono un po' preso, anche perché ci sono un sacco di dialoghi, quindi non c'è molto da dire.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Che ne penso? Penso che mi intriga sapere come andrà a finire per il momento.
A lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Era poco probabile.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Beh.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
L'ha preso?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Ok, non posso prenderlo. Va bene.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Niente.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Va bene, per il momento direi che dobbiamo andare al molo. Decisamente. Oh, bellissima la mappa così. Allora, nave di 𝗟𝗶𝗶, beh, vai. Scorciatoia.
How clever.
Le ship.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island.
Qui ci dobbiamo fare reclutare nella sua ciurma.
Fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of 𝗂𝗶𝗶. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a 𝗂𝗶𝗶. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop.
Oh, il mocio ce l'ha.
Job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Il nostro amico in cucina.
𝗂𝗶𝗶.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Ok, questa parte qui anche si era visto nel trailer. C'era la testa, ma non c'è. Ok.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Ok. Unirsi all'equipaggio c'è problema. La quartiermastro mi riconosce e non vuole assumermi. Procurarsi un mojo. Quindi o dobbiamo travestirci in qualche modo. Direi. È possibile. Però vale a capire. Allora.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Non c'era Murray nel molo. Oh, ask me about Loom.
Hi,
Ma c'era anche prima?
Hard to believe after all these
Non l'ho
years
visto.
you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
No.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom?
No.
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For
Dai.
old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine.
Lo sapevo.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects.
Volevo farlo.
Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ok. Allora, vediamo se... Ah, beh, corre anche velocissimamente.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Grazie, Fabio.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once
Che giri si
you
sta
build
facendo?
it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Esatto.
What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Carina questa cosa. Che ogni tanto appunto c'è questa interruzione. Allora io proverei ad andare in altri posti. Da qua. Negozio di navi. Dove... Ah sì, dove Stan ci ha detto di andare per prendergli lo spazzolino. Poi c'è la foresta, la villa a cui ci siamo andati. Ok. Adesso andiamo qua.
Wow, it's worse than I am. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Oh. Ok. Male male. No. Il negozio di navi
There
di
was a
Stan.
time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Ok, Emma.
It's good for relieving stress. It's good for relieving stress.
Mhm. Ha detto di passare nel suo ufficio però.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to
Come
settle a
faccio?
class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
A entrare qua dentro.
It says Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. It says Tan's previously owned vessels.
Fissa la luna.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Sbircia dalla finestra, ok, ma... Ancora niente qui, allora.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
È tutto un ricordo, un ricordare.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Sì, vabbè, ci ho cliccato 3 volte ormai.
It says Tan's previous... The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Cacchio, mi ha detto di entrare qui, ma... Non si capisce nemmeno... Cioè, la porta dovrebbe essere questa. Però... Ehi! Quindi adesso forse, tornando da Stan, si è sbloccato qualcosa, perché se gli andiamo a dire che effettivamente non c'era nulla, poi andiamo nella foresta. Voglio controllare. Oh!
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. 𝗂𝗁𝗶 tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Purtroppo. Ok. Allora. Prigiones.
Hey, 𝗂𝗁𝗶! Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Allora non serviva assolutamente a nulla. Ok, però si sbloccano dei dialoghi soltanto portando a termine determinate operazioni. Allora. Oh, ok, negozio di Wally.
Wally?
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's 𝗂𝗁𝗶 Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Che culo!
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Onesto.
Bye.
Allora, dobbiamo andare a prendere un pezzo.
They're like glasses,
del
only
mocio.
way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind.
Sì, abbiamo qualche spicciolo, però forse non bastano, evidentemente. Ok.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left.
Ma non m'appassionava.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Maps.
It makes things look bigger.
Oh, le cose più grandi non è che magari c'entra qualcosa con le chiavi? So, di così. Aveva detto che si riusciva a vedere questi numeri di serie solamente con lo strumento giusto, però non so se è lo strumento giusto quello in effetti. Vabbè, allora, torniamo qua. Scumbar. Non so però come... Ma si aggiunge sempre qualcuno qua?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Dobbiamo veramente portargli poi del cibo?
Stay away from my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Ma dobbiamo prendere un pezzo di questo? O andarci comunque a cercare il nostro legno?
It's hopeless.
Parliamo con lui?
You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about.
Quello di
He's the
prima.
only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion.
Dobbiamo andare lì.
It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Ok, allora. Trovare il segreto di Monkey Island e rivivere i giorni gloriosi. Dobbiamo trovare quell'albero, che probabilmente sarà nella foresta, insomma. E poi comunque rimediare questa ricetta dalla casa del governatore. Andiamo a vedere. Facciamo entrambe le cose. Libro di ricette, però. Magari è sul libro di ricette.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Ingredienti.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Non so.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Ho bisogno di qualcosa di più. Perché devono combattere sempre?
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Quindi non c'è d'aiuto. Boh. Perché ce l'ha fatto prendere adesso? Confused.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but
No, perfetto, basta così, ok.
Governor stuff.
Quindi non sapremo mai qual è la ricetta, almeno da qui. Credo. C'era una porta qua, ma non c'è più. Sì, c'era una porta. Chiusa, a quanto pare. Ok. Strizza l'animale di peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Ok. Non ho la minima idea di cosa ci potrà servire. Comunque, mi sa che c'è rimasto soltanto la foresta da visitare. Poi qui c'era il circo dei fratelli Fettuccini, ma non lo vedo, non so. Andiamo qua.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Ah, è vero. Ah no, quell'altro non era in questa direzione qua, no. Quello che ci ha insegnato a duellare.
When I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Hi there. Welcome to the Monkey Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Ah, questa qui era la zona di Carla, la casa di Carla.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean.
Eh sì, è vero.
Or on Monkey Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Museo.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Peccato.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where, like, 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs, and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Siamo stati noi.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Ci sono tutti i cimeli delle vecchie avventure.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Questo non so se è un riferimento magari al 4 o a Tails, non ho idea.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Pezzo della sarebbe figo.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on
Questo non
Thursday
ci
nights.
crede a
I'm
niente.
telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Ripostiglio.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Credo ci sia solo quello, eh?
Pirate Times. Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
C'è il pappagallo anche dal fabbro. Oh. Le carte da quiz. Queste sono collezionabili, sicuro non servono per la storia. Ok, questa la sapevo. Questa qui che abbiamo preso prima non la so invece. Quello proprio non so. Non ho idea. Ok. Se do questo?
It doesn't seem interested.
Ok, usciamo. Io credo di venire qua per trovare il legno, l'albero. Dice però serve una mappa, perché precedentemente anche qui non era visitabile subito. Ho visto una carta.
Slight wiggle and loads of tiny sharp teeth.
Ok, qui sicuro ci serve una mappa di Wally. Sì. Arrivarci a caso è praticamente impossibile. Neanche che stiamo a provare. Allora, il museo, ok, la foresta ci riporta qui. Ops. Ci riporta qui. E proviamo a fare quest'ultima cosa e poi ci salutiamo, gente. Fabbro. C'era il pappagallo, giusto? C'era, sì.
Hi there.
Hi there. It doesn't seem interested.
Neanche.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Sono per i pappagalli, ma nessuno li vuole. Qual è il problema? Ok. Allora. Qui bisogna travestire. Ok, realizzare un mocio. Trovare l'albero da mocio. Quella è la cosa che dobbiamo fare adesso. Ma l'albero come fai a trovarlo? Cioè, l'unica cosa è nella foresta. Può essere solo lì. A meno che io già non possa comprare... Ah, beh, forse adesso che siamo andati nella foresta, Wally ci può vendere una mappa che fa il caso nostro. Cioè, è cambiato il dialogo, vediamo. No. Ah, serve... Ok, prima dobbiamo fare questo.
Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye.
Ok. Allora, dobbiamo prendere...
They're like glasses, only way less better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Un altro ce l'ha dato?
It makes things look bigger.
Non ci sono più, ok.
If one monocle is good, two is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Fico. È per le chiavi, dai, non può essere
Hey,
altrimenti.
Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ok. Dobbiamo capire come prende il pezzettino di legno da questo mocio qua. Però non ho idea per il momento.
How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Remind me how to find the mop
Non ci
handle
dice
tree?
nulla.
I can't.
What kind of wood?
I didn't.
Okay, thanks.
Allora, o dobbiamo tipo chiuderlo qua, lui. Il che potrebbe essere un'idea. Poi come... quello da vedere.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it.
Peccato. Ci ho provato.
Stay away from my mop.
Perché lui nell'uno almeno usciva ogni tanto, qui non esce.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Fancy.
Yo ho.
Ok. Allora, io direi che come prima parte ci possiamo fermare qua. Sono già bloccato, questo era ovvio, era scontato che succedesse. Dobbiamo fabbricare il mocio, quindi trovare il legno, ma per trovare il legno ci serve la mappa. Ma per la mappa serve il pezzo di legno, quindi questo, per forza. Il problema è che non ci fa prendere assolutamente nulla qui.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. Pleasantly scorching hot.
Sì. Qui una volta c'era la tegola che si alzava. L'asse, la tegola. Sì. Ok, va bene. Ok. Ok.
Hi there.
Hello.
No,
Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key.
Ok.
It's pretty straightforward.
Ok. Anche qui dobbiamo trovargli questo seriale, numero di serie della chiave che sicuramente potremo leggere con questo. Però quale chiave?
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Bisogna capire quale chiave dobbiamo clonare. Qua c'era quella porta chiusa, ma dubito.
Hey, 𝗂𝗂𝗶!
Hey, kid!
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
You look like you're having a good time.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Ok, no, lui è destinato a rimanere lì. Proviamo? Ultima cosa, ultimissimo. Ultimissimo.
Hi there.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
No, Oh, vabbè, dai, almeno abbiamo sbloccato questa situazione qui.
Hey, 𝗂𝗂𝗶! Hey, kid!
Non so cosa ci servirà, però.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number.
Word of it.
I'll stay on this side of the bars,
Ok.
just in case.
Il suo numero non si può leggere, peccato. Otis sarà finito da qualche parte?
Looks sort of like an eye.
Magari dobbiamo andare a cercare Otis come prossima mossa. Ok, va bene. Io direi che ci possiamo ritenere soddisfatti, dai. È stato un episodio tranquillo, ma d'altra parte è normale che sia così. Ok, allora per salvare... Salva. Bene. Direi che ci possiamo salutare. Vi do la buonanotte e ci rivediamo domani alle ore 20. Domani non mi ricordo nemmeno cosa ho programmato, credo Splatoon. Comunque c'è il programma nella sezione community. E ci vediamo domani, ore 20, sempre qua su Twitch. Ciao, buonanotte, Monkey Island. Sono troppo felice. Ciao.